I'm basically saying I'm cooler. Get DR discounts from my cougar. Back in the 6th grade, I got them bad grades. I was in love with my tutor.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, That Man JB. Today we're gonna be showing off the new Warframe, Citrine. Citrine. I still can't understand how to say her name. I did a little rundown on my stream, but the audio was very loud. The game audio, was very loud. So. Okay, now I have my 3 ability. Hopefully my 3 ability helps this turret. So you weren't able to I was able to give my full rundown, but I'm just gonna give a few basics, show you the mod loadout that I currently use for her, and show you how I use her, and how I think is the best way to use her. But taking a look at her abilities, her first ability is Fractured Blast. So the neat thing with this ability scales with your mods. So ability strength, ability range, and strength, damage, all that. So, or not damage, sorry. Your strength is the strength on this ability scales with strength mods. So what's crazy about this is that if you reach, I think 190 strength percentage on your build, you could get possibly, I think, two health orbs to drop, because this health orb drop can go past 100%. Meaning, I've seen it go to 144%. Meaning you could get 2 health orbs to drop, I think. Looking at her next ability, we have Preserving Shell. Citrine guards herself and nearby allies with a crystalline shell. Essentially, TLDR is just a damage reduction ability. Looking at our third ability, we have Prismatic Gem. Essentially, it's a gem turret, and anyone that you hit with the weapon, whether it be your pistols, your flamethrower, your igneous, or a melee, whatever, whatever you're hitting, it damages that certain target. I'll show you what it looks like in game, but I'll say this now: this ability does need a lot of work. I think this ability is her worst ability out of all 4 of them, mainly due to the fact, one, you have to do weapon damage, meaning you have to attack the target, and it's not just a target that protects you in that range, which I feel like a turret would do, is protect whoever, attack whoever is trying to attack you. Second, it shoots very slow, meaning that if you attack somebody, it'll take like 2 or 3 seconds in order for that enemy to be attacked as soon as you do damage. So you have to have like a 3-second delay, essentially, with this turret. And finally, it's single target. The fact that it only attacks 1 person, I definitely think it should be at least 3-5 people it should be able to attack. Especially in things like survival, where you need like anything and everything to keep you alive. With higher enemies, with higher damage, higher armor, and whatnot. I think this ability would do well with those buffs. So lastly, her 4 ability, Crystallize. Citrine summons crystal fractals. The fractals rush forward, seeking enemies. Enemies touched by the fractals are paralyzed by crystalline growth. Excuse me. Hit the growth to deal critical damage. I find this ability to be super fun. I find this whole frame to be fun. You know, it's going towards the same, I'd say, theme DE's been heading towards. Sorry, I have my headphone cord stuck. Damn. Yeah, bro, what the fuck? Anyways, we're just gonna do it without the headphones, shall we? Yeah, it's been going towards the recent trend that many new frames are. Verena, Caliban, I think, I'd say, mentioned Ureli, like a lot of tanky crowd control frames. If you enjoy the frame, all the power to you, but I don't see myself really doing a lot of endurance runs. So if you're not doing endurance runs, I don't really see her being the best option, I'd say. If you like her, of course, try her out. I think she's really fun. But yeah, so her 4 ability, critical chance, it stays 300%. You see the red, don't worry about that. That's just debug or something, I don't know. But last 15 seconds, or I don't know how long it lasts. There we go. Let me show base stats. It lasts 8 seconds, excuse me. And the damage, while it's only 500, we don't even care about the damage. It's the fact that If you look at the animation, or the preview. See those shards, the crystals? There'll be crystals on the enemy's body. You'll see the target, or you'll see the crystal, and you just have to hit the crystal. But if you have a shotgun, it makes life a lot easier, or like an AOE weapon, because like you're automatically gonna hit the shard. But once you hit that shard, you get the enemy takes 300% critical chance to that hit, making this ability really good. So this ability is gonna be very fun, and I'll show you how her kit works right now. As soon as I show you guys how I personally configure her kit, how I configure my mods and whatnot. Well, will this shit get off? Finally, holy shit. Okay, so for her mods, me personally, I went with both of my Vitality and Continuity to be Archeon mods, or Archeon mods. Due to the simple fact, mainly I was expecting for her 3 ability to actually be better, or be actually, good. I had planned to use Vitality. Now, whether you want to use these or Umbral mods is entirely up to you. I'm just gonna keep these on for the simple fact I believe and hope that DE actually buffs her 3 ability to make it an actual useful ability. Because I really think that's like her worst ability. And it's simple fact that it could be better. It's the fact that, well, it's just not right now. It's just not, because of the flaws I mentioned. I think this is a overall good balance while also having 1,000 health. Keep in mind. So another thing to mention with her 1 ability, which they don't really mention, the amount of people you have having inflict bleeds on them, the more you get health. You get regenerative health, by the way. I don't think they ever mention in any of this kit. You get health per second on every person you bleed, and this scales up to like 20 health per second. I remember I was like 10 minutes into a mission, and I wasn't even trying to. You can go up to 20 health per second, and you're just gaining health more than you're losing it. And the crazy thing, that health duration or health gain per second, it never goes down. Meaning you can keep on gaining that 20-second health, go AFK, go grab a snack or something, and more than likely, as long as your 2 abilities up, and you can be in steel path, and you'll be perfectly fine. She really has really good duration. Oh, you can see right there in our preview, the 5, but I'll show you what it means later on. Yeah, later on in the gameplay. But anyways, so I decided to give her that strength and duration. I find this good duration. I think you're gonna want this build to have high duration. I think if anything, out of all the 4, you're gonna want to make sure duration is key. For the fact that way you don't have to remember to always cast your 2 ability, and you could just have fun with all your other abilities. And then this is her shotgun.
Operator,
I do not have her
suits you.
Okay. Sorry, I know she has a melee, but I forgot to. Or I not forgot. There was just, I don't have enough plaid, as you see right on the top right. I broke. But yeah, so I don't have her. I didn't get her melee. I won't be able to cover that. But for a shotgun, it's a very satisfying gun to go along with her kit. The only downside is that it just really needs more, almost like a Phantasma. It needs more status. I think this weapon has so much potential. It kind of reminds me of Arca Plasmor, kind of. So this is the mod config I have. Just simple viral heat, nothing too special. And I think spread helps a lot, because with her 4th ability, Citrine's 4th ability, you're gonna want to hit the crystals, so the spread helps, because you're gonna shoot a wide range of enemies. But yeah, just try and have that multi-shot and viral and heat, and then you'll do well. And then I added Savvy, Galvanized Savvy. I think that's gonna do well. I do think this should be a status weapon. So me putting stat attributes into it will, I think, be the best way over a critical chance. But anyways, enough talking. Let's get into the gameplay and show you how I personally use her kit. Okay, I'm actually gonna change to one thing, because I just did some gameplay, and first off, it's blurry, so I want to redo it to properly demonstrate, and that way you guys can see see what's going on instead of it all being pixelated. But one thing I want to do is, or we're gonna do is actually tank out. I forgot what we had here. Place. Oh, we had whatever the one that adds health and this one Amar Hatred. We had this on here to give us that 1,000 health, which would be nice. You know, be look cool to see. But I mean, actually, you might have 1,000 health because my Archeon Vitality isn't maxed. But even if it isn't, with your one ability scaling or with your one ability giving you health, almost 15 health per second, and having 90% DR, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be perfectly fine. So that's all we really need. Um, yeah. So that's actually the only change though. That flow is really important because without it, then you only have 180 energy, which trust me, it's not gonna do well because with all abilities you want to be casting, this build it works well together. It's just that again, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this. It's like every time it's like a drinking game with this. Your 3 ability is the only thing that's not useful currently because its damage is minute. So it works well. So that means you have to be using all your abilities, and you're gonna need energy for it. So again, just switch out flow for or switch out Amar's whatever hatred for flow or prime flow if you have that. If you form with your build. All right, so we're gonna get it started. One thing I forgot to mention is in the passive, it reads that every health orb you pick up, you actually gain more increased health per second. So it's actually gonna be very important that we pick up health orbs. I didn't know that was the case, but now that I know that's how we gain more health per second, then that's the goals haven't changed, but there's definitely something we want to do, which is get health orbs. I'll make sure everyone has the one ability on. That way we have increased chance of getting health orbs. Oh, again, the way you want to use your whole kit is always start off with your 2 ability on 24/7, and then cast your 1, and then you want to cast your 4. But if you don't have 4, get some kills, and then get enough energy to cast your 4. But make sure you always are casting your 1 though. Your 4 ability is for the TikTok numbers. But your 1 and 2 are vital for this build. I'm gonna cast my 3 ability, so it doesn't even matter because yeah, it's not worth it. And I have Magus Anomaly, which sucks in enemies. I guess it doesn't suck in enemies under the effect of my 4 ability. So those ones didn't get sucked in. So I'm gonna do this. That way I can cast my 4 ability, and then cast my 1, and then yeah, I'm gonna try and get out the way so it's not a cluster. You know what? I watched some videos about people saying that your casting time with some of these abilities is long, and they are completely right about that. But the thing is, you have so much DR to the point where it doesn't really even matter. As long as you're picking up health orbs, you're gonna be perfectly fine. Cause then you're gaining. I already had 9 health per second. Let me just make sure everyone got slashes on them. I've not really even casted my 3 though, so I guess technically you could get rid of your 3, but I mean as long as you have a decent build, you don't really need to change much. But again, I would have something. Actually, I would say change your 3 ability. Change your 3 ability to something that can suck in enemies. That way, when you do cast your 4, they're all grouped up and they can all get increased damage taken. Or not damage taken, increased critical chance. Excuse me. All together, cast my 1, but I should have cast my 4. Now I recast my 1, and then go in for them kills. You see right here on the bottom right, it says I have 12, or below me, my face cam. It says I have, alright, it says I have 12, I'm gaining 12 health per second with 10.8. Almost 13 health. Alright, I was wondering why I was dying. Yeah, so we're gonna, well, that's her kit. We'll do another one. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna give her another go. I meant to say we're gonna give her another go. I added some difference, but you know, same old. Cast your 2, And then you want to cast your 1. Kill the enemies with the 1 casted on. Or have your 1 casted on them. Actually gonna throw down to 4. So I did add primary merciless. You're gonna have to give a lot for this shotgun for right now. Because it just, I mean, it's only if you want to use this shotgun. It is satisfying to use, but it requires so much. Yeah, I had to add I added that, and I added another forma, so I could finally fit another a heat mod. So I could get true viral, and well, it was already true viral, but it had built-in heat, so I was using that. But I decided to just add a heat mod into it. Oh my! All right, but again, this is a fun build. It's not a great build. It's just a fun one. If you're looking for fun, you'll feel fun using this. The high red crits, you get the colorful looking colors or abilities, which does make sound, which is satisfying to me, and all this. I mean, you get all that, which is all I could ever ask for. Okay, so for the purpose of surviving, I am gonna have to use my Unari to. I'm gonna need to use my armor stripping, and I can't sadly rely on solely just the abilities and weapons. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I am about to hit 12. I'm about to hit 12 health per second. Yeah, there we go. I shouldn't be dying that much. Hopefully. And yeah, the Acolyte got me. I don't plan on faking nothing. I mean, maybe this is room for improvement. The only improvement I could see from this is literally change your 3, but I just wanted to show everybody the build, and this is on Steel Pass. Okay, well, that's gonna do it for this build. I could safely say that while her build is fun, it needs a lot of work. Mainly that her 4 ability, I get the slow. It's not even for me. Her 4 ability is not even just slow. I could care less if it was slow. It's just the fact that I feel like her 4 ability splits up enemies, and so when I'm using my shotgun, it feels like all split up. So I have to aim at one person and then aim at another person. I can't just have a free shot right down the middle. When I even after I group them up, it feels like they're all like separated, or it's kind of like unsatisfying using her 4 and then getting kills. Like, yeah, it's cool to see the red crits, but it would be a lot cooler to see them grouped up and then seeing the red crits. And then 3 ability was just not, there was no point of using it, just absolutely 0 point. Her 3 ability is absolutely the worst one. I really want to enjoy it. I do enjoy, like, the concept of her. Like, I enjoy so much. She kind of reminds me of Protea. Her Protea with her orbs give protection. The same thing goes for your 2 ability. The more, after you get enough kills, you get 90% DR. That's fantastic. I mean, you don't get overshills like Protea's, but I find that DR to be really good. And then the 1 ability, as long as if you cast enemies, or every time you pick up a health orb, which helps if you have cast 1 ability before you kill them, they drop health orbs, which increase the amount of health you get. Once you get that 20 health per second, you're really fine. It's just finding a way to crowd control properly. I think that's the big problem with her, and it wouldn't even be a problem if her 3 ability just actually killed enemies. If her it's all, I think the sole thing with this frame is just getting her 3 ability to actually do kills. After that, I'd say this is actually a way different revamped frame that would be a very fun end game frame. But that's it for me. That's all I gotta say for that. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully, if you enjoy Citrine or seeing her kit and you want to try it for yourself, feel free. The grind is kind of long, but I just want to show you what she's like. All right, that's gonna do it. I'll see y'all next time.
block and shot a different type of